Welcome back to Layton Brothers. I'm the voice of Dog, and here we are, case number 2. I think the first case gives a good introduction to how this game is going to flow. I think it's pretty promising, even though the actual facts behind the case are a bit dumb. Oh, hang on. Need to answer a text message. All right. We're being asked to look into a case. A burglar broke into a flat and killed one of the residents. But it doesn't add up. Don't call me that. Lucy, we have to solve this case. Failure is not an option. Professionalism will see us through? This writing's kind of cute. I like it. It's distinct from Layton. It's distinct from Wright, but it's neat. All right, an ordinary studio flat. That means a one-room apartment. The male victim in this case was covered with it and broken glass. 3 suspects. That was the first time I ever saw the other side of the prof. Maybe we'll meet him one day. Jack Potsby. His wife, a woman by the name of Goldie Potsby Mann, was having a shower and she heard him scream. Ran out of the bathroom to see her husband lying on the floor and the culprit running away. The killer was a muscular man dressed entirely in black. The block's caretaker, who was on duty at the time, heard the sound of glass breaking. Ran upstairs and knocked on Potsby's door. The wife told him about the intruder. Caretaker conducted a search of the grounds, apprehended the suspicious man. A known petty criminal by the name of Buster Nix. He was attempting to break and enter a ground floor flat at the time. If you conclude Nyx is telling the truth, things get very complicated. Don't they just? Can we determine who did it from the crime scene and the witness statements we have? But first, let's look at the suspects. Let's give it the old rundown here. Buster Nyx is 61 years old, suspicious man caught nearby, an old lag and serial burglar known for his swift getaways, dressed in black and caught near the block of flats. 61 years old. How long have you been doing this? It's a living. Chase him down. 45-year-old male caretaker at the block of flats, concierge of the flats where the incident occurred, a keen bodybuilder who's recently joined an exclusive nearby gym. He can get violent when angered, it seems. I can't do a Ridley. Like, my voice doesn't go that high, and if I do, I might lose my voice and it won't come back. It's a living, though. Goldie Potsby-Mon, 32-year-old female, Potsby's wife, Jack Potsby's wife, stunning beauty. Sadly, this isn't the first husband she's survived. Yeah, that's a good question. Is it the second? Is it the third? Let's look at the crime scene. Alright, turn on the device. Let's do it. Yeah, some people in chat were right away, oh, Black Widow, Black Widow, Black Widow, but, you know, are you sure? Let's look at the crime scene first, shall we? She has the most opportunity, definitely. Oh, crap, we got 5 minutes. Alright, chairs. Small, cheap chairs made of laminated wood. Well constructed. Uh-huh. Anything underneath chairs? No. This is just our preliminary investigation. Dead body, fatally stabbed in the back, no other signs of external injury. Yeah, I like Lucy, she's good. I don't understand her all the time, but she's good. Shards of glass that exploded all over the flat from the window was smashed. Considerable force must have been used, throwing pieces on top of the body, even. French window that opens out onto the balcony. Broken glass from it is scattered on the floor. Inside, it is unlocked and all fingerprints have been wiped off. Yep, Chad is immediately on top of the body? Wait a second. Hang on. Hang on. Yeah, people are already... Glad your puzzle sense is already tingling here. The bed is undisturbed. That's a nice bed for a studio apartment, I guess. It's a nice studio apartment, I suppose. Was it broken after the fact? Maybe. Let's look at the balcony. A determined intruder could gain entry to the premises this way. But a bloodstained towel out here, okay. A towel stained with the victim's blood. It belongs to Potsby and his wife and is normally kept inside the flat. Wait, him and his wife live in a studio apartment? That kind of sucks a little. Medium-sized domestic refrigerator, very little in the way of food, stocked largely with beer. Good job. Knives. Set of 3 knives stowed in the cupboard under the kitchen sink. Kitchen is not really used. Mainly empty, contained nothing of relevance. Cooking pot. Okay, here's something. A very large kitchen pot in which it appears pasta was boiling at the time of the incident. He was cooking when he was killed. I wonder if that's relevant. Clock with a large pendulum. Prints belonging to the victim, his wife, and the warden were identified on the handle. The key was kept inside the flat. Closet containing the victim's clothes and those of his wife. It appears to be in a complete jumble. On the day in question, it was used only to call the police after the incident occurred. Okay, here's the bathroom where the wife was taking a shower. Indications of recent use. Forensic investigation have revealed no traces of the victim's blood inside. The victim was not killed here. So far, the wife's account checks out. A snug little sink next to which a cup of pair of toothbrushes is inside. Okay, here's some stuff. Discarded toilet rolls. Okay, nothing related to the case. A thick, creased scrap of card. It looks like it was intended for the bin but fell out. It is slightly damp. There's nothing on the card. It's just a piece of, like... It's just like a piece of cardstock. It's, like, thicker than paper, I think, is what they're trying to get at. Alright. We've investigated the crime scene, I believe. What was written on the note by the phone? It was mostly for takeout places. Numbers for takeout places. Nothing important. Various takeaway food establishments. It does not end automatically. You are allowed to take up to your 5 minutes to think about this before you name a culprit. What are you guys thinking? The wife or the super, I hear? What about the bulgurer? What about the bulgurer? What about the bulgurer? I think you guys are fixated on the one piece of evidence that is actually really important right now, and that is the glass on top of the body. I think that rules out one of our culprits so far. However, there was also this person. There was also a secret man. Did anyone other than Potsby witness the man? I don't think so. Only witnessed by Potsby man. Security guard does get violent when angered. Pretty big dude. Let's say secret boy. Remember, this is just our preliminary, you know, what have you. This is non-binding. We are not accusing somebody at this time. Wouldn't you have expected either this caretaker or Nix to have seen the other man? Well... Alright, let's hear what Al thinks. I suspect the wife. You don't. With 96.4% certainty. We need to speak directly to the suspect in order to clear up one or two loose ends. Three previous marriages. Each one has had her husband die. Well then. The police and insurance companies investigated the incidents, of course, but they couldn't find any indication of foul play. She probably knows we're on to her. I know, right? That's not that studio apartment ain't opulent. Oh. Oh boy. This game goes places. Grr. Oh yeah, I did have a husband. We fully respect your privacy, and your relationship with this man is not our concern. That no-good outlaw. The exact circumstances of the victim's death. Also, the intruder's point of entry. Through the window. Nature of attack, or the method of entry. Nature of attack. All right. Fatally stabbed. Nix wasn't found carrying a murder weapon. Had to have been disposed in the room. Can we find the murder weapon? We've got broken glass. Kitchen knives. Pasta. Broken glass is not a great weapon, even though the glass is on top of the body. Is this the weapon? Well, this isn't the weapon, but it is evidence. Not quite. No, no, no. No, I think something pretty bizarre is going on in this one. How about, what if Hmm. Do we actually want to go for the knives? Consistent with the long, thin blade, yeah. But... yeah, except that none of these are bloody, and these weren't used. Still want me to find the murder weapon? Yeah, if they cleaned off the knives, then yeah, maybe. Which would definitely point to... Here comes the butt. None of the shards match the size and shape of the victim's wound. Worth a shot. But glass is on top of the body. But it was not the thing that killed him. So we don't actually have much of a murder weapon to go by. Where did it go? Where's the murder weapon? No other signs of physical trauma on the victim. Which was it? Was it after a struggle or totally out of the blue? Chat is saying out of the blue. I think you're right. No, this definitely wasn't a burglar kind of thing. Was stabbed totally unaware. Yes, yes, beyond contempt. Beginning to do some damage here. He was asleep at the time? That's a statement. We'll take that. Thank you. That's good for now. I've seen some theories in chat, some good stuff. We'll have to follow up on that when we get to that. Alright, how did the killer get into the room? Now, you guys, we already know this one. Where else could someone get in? Well? Automatic locks. Alright, let's check out the window, and I think that's going to tell us something pretty important. Exactly. Chat noticed that immediately. Who can say? I don't know. No, you guys know that one. That's where the broken glass fell. It's inside the room. Ah, is it time to talk about the towel? Let's assume that the culprit did indeed break the window in order to get inside the flat. Loud noise would have alerted everyone. The window was locked, so he had no choice. Before I denude my body. Did you hear the noise of the window smashing? First came the window, then the scream. A man ran off. The victim was taken by surprise and stabbed from behind. You know, if we come across any other weird issues, you won't mind coming back and questioning again, right? Well, we weren't quite there yet. She had to have hidden the murder room somewhere in the room. Did I say murder room or murder weapon? I said murder room. Hide the murder room. Yeah, this is Layton Brothers. It's a mobile and iOS game. Android and iOS game. It's actually quite good, but it's very different from Layton. We're solving mysteries. Murder mysteries. Yeah, I gave it away when I said murder room. Sorry, guys. Wow. A little much, but okay. The murder weapon and the way she set the scene to make it look like a break-in. If we figure out those two things, we can bring her back in here. Alright, what do you want to do, folks? I think you guys really need to figure out what the murder weapon is. The shape of the victim's wound, we're looking for something long and thin. Do they have a freezer? Was it the pasta? This game doesn't really punish wrong... Well, I don't know if it really punishes wrong choices later on. I kind of forget, honestly. Because a lot of this is like theory crafting stuff. No, there's one thing that's actually very important. Was it in the trash? Did we look inside the clock? Let's find out. Maybe that was the long, thin thing. This clock's got me thinking. Oh? Well then. Definitely the hand. Yes. It should be trace amounts of the blood. We need to prove her statement false. Which one particularly? Are they going to tell us? They probably will. This game's very clear about signposting. What evidence belies her statement? Which statement? The one about... I heard a window shattering, then I heard my husband scream. Saw an outlaw running away across the balcony. Jack often used to doze off while he was watching the television. The broken glass is inconsistent with that statement. Yeah, he's dozing off on the floor? What the hell? Okay, we're getting somewhere now. We haven't got quite enough. Never mind. Why don't we just wing it? How about? Why don't we? Why not? It's time. We established that the victim was stabbed from the back. Yeah, that's great, but you're assuming that he fell asleep on the floor, according to the evidence. What suggests the victim couldn't have been dozing when attacked? The window was smashed. You can argue that, but... the glass. The timing of the stabbing. The stabbing had to have occurred before the glass was broken. There should be a good amount of glass underneath that corpse, if that were true. At least something. We know that the door and window were both locked. If the culprit didn't break into the window, how did he or she get into the flat? It's you. We never had any doubt. In fact, chat was pretty much on the money with this one. Well, you know, we did actually find that weapon. Sure as eggs are eggs. Forensics. Good. The shape of it. They found no blood. Professor is concerned. He feels like he missed something. We're right there, but... Killing for cash. Not a bad idea.
Hot professor, hot professor, hot professor.
Thank you, Dark Data, for that sub. And we never will. Chat was right. Where did it disappear to? Where did it go? Pasta. Where's the everything? Ice knife. We can't prove she made that, can we? There was a mold. Finally. The damn card. We have more evidence. You needed a towel to wipe the blood off the knife. There'll be some blood left. you don't really get rid of blood. There's probably something there in that pot. Only somebody who was inside could have stabbed Mr. Potsby. Certainly. You can talk to your attorney. I'd call that solved. They requested an attorney. By the way, are you fucking possessed? She admitted everything. Oh yeah, is anyone gonna get Bingo out of the trunk now? Well, if he was spending so much money, why not something bigger than a studio apartment? Yeah, probably that Jekyll and Hyde moment you had, huh? It happened again, didn't it? You're safe as long as there's a criminal present. Well, that's case 2. So that's Layton Brothers, folks. I hope you enjoyed that. I think this is a pretty neat game. We've got a ways to go. There are 10 cases in this game, at least. I plan on showing all of them off. I don't know when I'm going to do this again, but I'll try and announce when I do. Maybe when I'm bored on a Sunday or something. I don't know. We'll find out. Thank you for watching. We'll see you next time, folks.